Good morning, evening, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Totem XD, and welcome to Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption. You know, I decided I was actually going to do a bit of a Let's Play on this, give myself a bit of a break from World of Warships, and just to do something new. So, rather than I do have a single mod installed, and it's a mod that disables the AI for the Zan Consortium, which is the criminal, essentially the forces of corruption are what this entire expansion was based around, and it disables them. However, there is a bit of a caveat to that. Yes, it disables the AI, meaning the AI won't expand, it won't build ships. Any planet under Consortium control is still fully able to defend itself. All the troops still move, all the heroes are all there. So it's not just a case of they're being removed completely. They're still there. I've mainly done this simply because it never really made sense to me that a criminal organisation would not only overthrow the Empire, but overthrow the Rebellion as well, and conquer the whole galaxy. If you look at criminal organisations throughout history, when they've tried to take territory, it's it's not gone well. So, I like the Zan Consortium. I've played a lot of the Zan Consortium. But in this instance, I just want Empire versus Republic. And of course, I am, well, the tea drinking Brit that I am. I'm going to go for... Well, it's a bit spoiled, but you know. I'm a tea drinking Brit. I'm going for the Empire. And we are going to go on equal footing. I'm going to put the technology down. However, the max technology level is still going to be level 5. So, with all that out of the way... Sorry about that. I'm not going to go on hard. I haven't played this in a little while and I've still got no glasses, so I'm not going to go on hard. But, well, let's start. Okay. First thing I normally do is pause, put all this on, so you can roughly see what's making the most money and what the specific units are. So, Castle makes a lot of money, but it needs ground defences. Castle needs to be protected. There are a couple of worlds which we could take. Some worlds are more valuable than others for obvious reasons, not just cash-wise, but in the bonuses. For instance, let's go to Biss here. While this planet is controlled, all AT-ATs in the galaxy receive 25% boost to speed and firepower. I think enough said about that, really. Speed and firepower. Now, this particular world has a bonus to credit income. It's making 450. I make, 398 per day. So, worlds like Monolist and Odani. I can never pronounce that correctly. But anyway, Kuat, obviously, Kuat drive yards is starships. Now, there are a few things which I normally do. First of all, pausing and clicking this isn't really cheating because the AI does exactly the same. The AI automatically produces everything that it wants to produce on a turn. So, yeah, this isn't cheating, it's just the way it is. So, mining facilities. Look for things that are...
Building under construction. Constructing.
That could potentially give me a decent amount of money. So, for instance, if they already have a large amount of cash, like this, see why they have a large amount of cash.
Construction.
Discover why they have a lot of money.
Building cancelled.
Meanwhile, like this are free to...
Beginning construction.
Because, well, this is under threat, but things like Magito...
Beginning construction.
Are fine to be filled to the brim with mining facilities.
Constructing. Constructing.
And that's all my money spent, but obviously I'll get significantly more as time goes on. So, with that said, unfortunately I can't pause the recording or turn off the microphone while this is running. It's an old game. It's 2006, 2008, so it's a fairly old game. And let's just say it doesn't react well to recording software, so I have to minimize everything before taking any action. This is all Zan Consortium territory, aside from these three worlds, I believe. Some of these worlds down here, like Hoth for instance, that is absolutely rebellion. There are some worlds that I really don't want to take at the moment, like Geonosis. Geonosis is a world that I don't want to take, and Alhota is a world that I'm currently not interested in. Let's say I haven't told you, but I didn't plan this. I just sort of decided on a whim to do it. So, I think the first move that it is logical to make is go to Honega. Now, Honega has Nogri assassins, which are, while they're expensive, and only have 3 people per squad, they are actually really good, especially at Tech 1 or lower. These are fantastic. And then, especially if you then go on to take Camino and take Mon Calamari, essentially these 3 worlds are good to assault. On the other hand, if you take these 2 worlds off the Rebellion, you have 2 extremely valuable planets, which they then don't have to play with. So, it's a bit of give and take.
Navigating.
But what I will do is I will get everything...
Confirmed.
Oh, not taking you.
Right away. Roger.
I'm not going to take anything from a world that's...
On the move.
feel is under threat.
We'll be there soon.
Anything else I'm going to take away. I mean... Yes, you can go there.
Complete.
So,
Enlisting troops. Training troops.
Fortunately, I think it might have just joined them all together. I hope not.
Reporting. On my way.
You know what?
Construction complete.
Let's take the Emperor as well.
Reporting.
Because why not? I'm not over keen on broadside cruisers. They're interesting on occasion, but yeah, they can be a bit funny. Oops, don't want to do that. Now, the Emperor, as you can imagine, is a fairly powerful unit. He's got 2 specific abilities, Mind Control and Force Lightning, and both are quite powerful. ATSTs, these are the ones that got smacked with a tree in one of the films. And then obviously a whole boatload of stormtroopers, as well as Boba Fett. Now, I've just ticked over to the next day, so I now have 5,000 to spend.
Building started.
Which I will do.
Beginning construction. Constructing.
Oh, Camino, where are you? It's a fantastic world for the Rebellion, because I can't see it, so I can't click on its unique bonus, but it has a trade-off of all infantry units take 15% longer to build. However, all infantry units cost 1 credit. So if I were to make stormtroopers here, with the Emperor's bonus, who has a reduction to recruitment cost, 33. Come on. 48. Here, 1. And that goes for all... That doesn't go for the speeder bikes, but all other infantry. So, for instance, if you're the Rebellion and you go for, let's say, infiltrators, which are some of the best units in the game, they are equipped with sniper rifles and a kind of plastic explosive which they throw out and it explodes, which can destroy tanks, buildings, wipe out infantry platoons. Yeah, you get those for 1 credit. So, fun. I am also going to
Constructing.
build a light factory on Kuwait.
Building cancelled.
I'm going to build that there.
Building under
This
construction.
is a research station which will allow me to tech up. Now I need to see... Yes.
Vehicle in production.
I'll just put those there and allow this place to build ground units. So... Sorry about that. With Boba Fett in the lead, let's attack.
Construction
Ooh,
complete.
I've tipped over again. Never mind. Scratch that plot.
Unit in production.
I know it's seems a bit cheaty, but, you know, the AI does it, so I can do it. Anyway, I'm going to leave BIS open because BIS is one of those ones that has a lot
Complete.
of facilities on the ground, which will enable me to...
Building started.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
I don't want this world falling into the hands of...
Complete.
Don't want this world falling into the hands of the Rebellion, because, you know, Wookiees.
Tactical battle imminent.
So, putting a unit in that command slot over there... Oh, please, there are no Kree assassins, by the way. Allows that specific unit to drop out of hyperspace first. As you can imagine, there can be a huge advantage in
These
doing
vagrants
this.
stand in our way. Eliminate them to prepare for our land invasion.
Right away. Here's a little surprise. I'm on the way. Beginning construction. I'll be right there. I'm on it.
Right.
Going there now.
As you can probably tell, I've played this quite...
Moving.
Played this quite a bit, so I've got a rough idea of where things are.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right, here is a light cruiser, another cruiser, another cruiser, the
Location confirmed.
stronger cruiser,
Complete.
and a heavy cruiser.
To coordinate.
The Empire's ships deploy TIE fighters and TIE bombers. The Rebellions do not deploy any fighters. As their stations do, but nothing else does.
Bomber squadron construction complete.
Bombers also go straight through shields.
Bombs away. Reporting in.
Oh,
TIE interceptor here.
get out of the way.
Crews are online.
Withdraw, please.
What are your orders? Ready. Cruiser reporting.
Oh, doesn't look like they were able to destroy that in time.
The missile bays.
Anyway.
Primary engine system is down. I copy.
it's only an acclimator, which is, well, a tier 1 unit. TIE fighters. Oops. It's quite a nice cinematic mode, but I never learned how to control the cinematic mode. I know there is a way to do it, but I never figured it out.
Cruiser reporting.
Right, everybody. I'm unsure whether this is a free unit or not. And because I don't know, I'm gonna kill it.
Roger. I'll finish him. Your order, sir. The missile launchers are primary target.
These missile launchers are excellent at, as you see, killing fighters, bombers, piercing shields. So, killing them is
Standing by.
the right thing to do. And because this is just a tier 1 ship, yeah. It's a tier 2 ship. You do get some of these even if you go into tier 1.
Gunship reporting. Holding fire.
Like a lot of Imperial ship, it can boost weapons power.
What? In progress.
Right, so what I am going to do is not drop Boba Fett just yet.
Reporting.
Okay, so Mr. Fett.
Invasion commencing.
So they have.
What?
So there is
I'll get there.
a vehicle factory that I want to take down there.
What can I do?
And here
Can do.
are
Rebels are blatantly making their presence known in the streets. Deploying some troops on the surface should remove any traitorous thoughts from their heads.
Turret constructing.
so there's a couple of things that I will say about this planet. First of all, these guys, if you are the rebellion,
Moving out.
these are a significant threat to you.
At your
We've captured an abandoned heavy vehicle factory.
They hurt significantly. This is an abandoned sensor array. These guys will automatically capture it, which means the Empire will always know essentially everything that's going on in this world. Because
Turret constructing.
these will always be assigned to the Empire.
Turret constructing. Can I assist you?
Sorry for that. As I say, I can't mute it.
Construction complete.
I can't touch anything that with the recording
Right away.
software while the game is active because
Construction complete.
it's an old game and it doesn't like it.
Your credits. Heavy vehicle factory destroyed.
Right, the heavy vehicle factory produced these units.
Mining facility destroyed.
As you may have been able to tell, this mining facility
Moving out.
allows
Turret constructing. Sir? Moving ahead.
to say this mining facility essentially
I'm
gives
here.
you bonus
Heading
to your
out,
income.
sir.
There are also a couple of things that
Construction complete.
I beg your pardon, I asked you to go over here.
Transfer coordinates. Base is under attack. Bombing run available.
Orders to capture an abandoned mining facility.
What do you need? Mining affirmative. Destroyed. I need help. Will do. I'll do my best. If the price is right. Turret constructing. Seeking target.
Okay,
Moving out.
now I'm going
On
to
my
withdraw
way.
Boba Fett over here with his
Always a
jetpack. Did we zoom out that far? Yes, he can fly with a jetpack.
Where's the bounty?
This is Boba Fett, so of course he can. Anyway. These guys have been forced to retreat, which is excellent.
Affirmative.
You guys need to
Secure the
stop.
landing zone.
Okay, so there are also two things.
Reinforcement point contested.
There are also two things that you can do as the aggressor. Call for a bombing run, which essentially calls bombers down from orbit. If you're the Empire, as long as you have anything with a hangar bay, you can do this. If you're the Rebellion, you actually have to have bombers on the planet in order to do this. And you have to build those bombers. And then there's this button here, which is called for an orbital strike. As in, shoot either an ion cannon or lots of little turbo lasers down onto a planet. Now, the bombing run is available. So what I will do is I will bomb this light factory. As you see, this light factory produces these tanks.
Commence attack run.
Which are A, shielded, B, have... Stop moving, please.
Target locked.
I'll pause it. These tanks...
Targets engaged.
Targets haven't engaged, they're paused. Anyway, these tanks have laser turrets which are very good at killing all of your stormtroopers. Oh, here comes a bombing run.
Reinforcement point contested.
I'm on it.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay. So, here
On
are
my
the
way.
walkers.
Inputting coordinates. On my way.
Scott, as
At maximum unit
and the Emperor.
capacity. Bombardment available.
Oh, and since I have a bombardment available, now I'm gonna try and be a bit cheeky and see if I can take all. It moved. Anyway, I'm gonna try and be a bit cheeky
Royal Majesty Emperor Palpatine.
and see if I can get all of this.
Bombardment
Won't
incoming.
necessarily be able to, but we will see. Well, that was disappointing. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
these scout troopers are scout
Engaging enemy.
troopers.
Reporting.
Scouts in general are fast. They are maneuverable.
I am ready.
They are excellent. Right.
By my
Need
will.
any assistance?
Oh, and to select everything is just
No one commands me.
it's
Hello,
just
Commander.
Control and
Unit
A.
destroyed.
This is an anti-vehicle
Ready to go.
turret,
Scouting.
so I expect to take losses here, but these are free units that I got. I didn't have to pay
On
for
my
any of
way.
this, so I'm fine with losing them.
What? I shall.
I expect full payment, right? Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Bombing
Oops.
run available.
Channel open. Bombers at the ready. Initiate attack run.
I'll hit these with the bombing run.
Commencing bombing run.
Ooh,
I shall crush the rebellion. Very well.
Ready.
that's still intact.
Roger that.
Okay.
Firing.
Sorry
Can I
about that
do
angle. It normally isn't that bad of an angle, but it
Whatever it takes.
was this time. Oh, when I've lost those stormtroopers. Not to worry.
Choose your
They're
reinforcements.
stormtroopers. I
Advancing.
can just deploy more.
You want any help?
As you can see, these are free units that continuously regenerate, and they're actually doing a fair
can I
amount of
do?
damage.
Forward!
It just wiped out all those rebellion units.
There they are! On the move.
Come on,
Attacking.
please.
Going there now. Going after them!
Please don't glitch out.
Need someone taken out? Can I help?
minute ago. For some reason they waited.
Turret constructing.
Don't quite understand why.
Constructing.
Ah, yeah, and this is why you build a turret here. Any turret that you build will still stick around.
Ready.
I expect
Construction
that
complete.
this
Turret
planet may be
constructing.
raided. What the rebellion can do
On it,
is
sir. All right.
drop additional troops
Construction
to,
complete.
well,
Can I assist you?
attack a world.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders.
It's an even fight, and I don't like even fights, so...
Scanning area.
There is a great disturbance in the Force.
I bring the Emperor over there.
Moving out. Bombing run available.
If it's a fair fight, it's a bad fight.
Ready to receive orders.
Just to keep casualties down, I will do a bombing run.
Commencing bombing run.
It should destroy most of these. Let's see whether it gives me
Enemies in range.
better camera angle this time.
Following your lead.
Excellent.
We have a
And mind control.
G2B over. G2B, copy. I've got him in my sight.
This is what mind control does. Permanently sets that unit
Bombardment available.
to belong to you.
come with me.
Engaging
I
enemy.
copy.
Well, for the duration of the battle anyway. It's not essentially permanent, it's just for the duration of this fight.
Always ready, sir.
Still,
On the move. Armor standing by. Course plotted.
and that,
Unit destroyed.
I beg your pardon.
Bombardment incoming.
I don't want him to retreat, so let's bombard him. And that is how the Empire does things. Orbital bombardment. So I lost one unit of stormtroopers, that was just me being stupid. Destroyed, for some reason it's not display. Occasionally we'll decide not to display what structures haven't been destroyed, but that's what they had in this world, so that's what they've
Planetary
lost.
control achieved. Constructing. Building started.
If you put
Building under construction.
the more of a specific type of
Construction complete.
the more of a specific type of unit that you have, or structure that you have in this case, the faster the production will be.
Building started.
So, in this case, I won't move anything off until...
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Ooh. Fondor has changed. Where is
Ready to
Fondor?
go.
Down here, I think. Yes, it is. Ooh, that's a problem. If I remember,
Construction
Fondor...
complete.
Oh dear. Right. Might actually...
Construction complete.
Let's move out. Proceeding to coordinates.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull...
Navigating. I copy.
This is a bit risky, but I am going to pull all these ships and all these troops. On easy, the AI doesn't attack you at all. However, this isn't easy, this is medium. And they do occasionally attack.
Reconstructing.
So, I have a starbase here. Now I can produce
Enlisting troops.
these Nogri assassins. They don't come with the same equipment, but they're still extremely deadly. Especially to infantry. So, I don't want them to have Fondor,
Construction complete.
Confirmed.
so I'm not going to let them have Fondor,
Construction complete.
Inputting coordinates.
and that is a sizable fleet. Right, so... Oops. Ah, this is bad.
Cruiser standing by.
This is what happens
This
when...
pitiful force is preventing our...
This is what happens when you don't. You have 3 slots, and then you also have 3 small squares in the corner of those slots. If you put a unit in the small square, that is the only unit that deploys. If you don't,
Ready, sir.
this happens.
assault on this system. Dispatch them so that we can secure orbit for the Empire.
Now I'm going to push these forward. These are TIE scouts.
There they are.
Transmit orders. At once, sir. Setting course.
I've got one on me.
Building under construction.
Awaiting your command. Attacking.
Comlink active. Ready for orders, sir. Targeting.
Weapons on.
These broadside cruisers.
Systems online.
These broadside cruisers are actually used for long-range attacks. They fire these lovely missiles, which can do significant damage to
Frequency open.
enemy facilities,
Enemy in range.
or destroy entire squadrons of enemy vessels.
Roger that. Move to attack.
Vessels? I can't speak today.
Construction complete.
Roger that.
I'm taking hit. Form up.
Form up. Enemies in range.
They are
Closing on
unfortunately
target.
quite weak.
Awaiting orders. Right away.
Awaiting orders. Location confirmed. Advancing. Initiating attack. Copy.
Fortunately, the rebellion has
Move to attack.
several of these,
Ready to commence.
and has already taken them.
Forward. Attack.
Copy. Our target priority is the laser cannon.
TIE scout en route.
This might actually be a bit loud. It's a bit loud for me. I did check the audio before and it seemed fine, but it for some reason seems louder. Maybe that'll be a bit better.
TIE scout reporting. I copy.
Reporting. Full speed.
Taking hit.
Fire.
Awaiting instructions. Coordinate.
Yes, sir. Moving. Right away.
Right, I need these guys to move.
Holding. Roger.
Yes, Commander. Moving out. Heading out.
Transmit orders. Proceeding to location. Cruiser here. Got one on. The lasers are our target. Ready for battle.
Oh, no, don't run.
Cruiser online.
Everything,
Our
target its
priority is the
engines.
laser cannons.
No engines.
Fire on the engines.
By targeting the engines. Okay, so that was bad. That was quite a bad run, and I don't know why I'm suddenly turning to the side all of a sudden. Anyway, that was actually quite bad. That was poor, and that was entirely my fault. These TIE squadrons, these TIE scout squadrons are actually quite useful. And I've just lost 3 of them, and I can't build them yet. So I rushed, made errors. Still, 2 cruisers, 2 corvettes, and 2... If you ignore the fact I can't build these yet, that was a spectacular victory. A player with these forces could have severely damaged the fleet that I took in. The AI, if it decides to focus you, could have done a lot worse than just take out 3 TIE squadrons. So, looking at it from that perspective, it wasn't too bad. Right, anyway, I can't remember, but I do believe the ground forces...
Commencing.
Okay, right.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Building under construction. Building started. Building cancelled.
This place is likely to be
Constructing.
assaulted again, so... may mean that the enemy troops are over there. As soon as this station's completed...
Ready to serve.
Construction complete.
Right, so,
Constructing.
all these back,
Right away.
send them over
Tactical
there.
battle imminent.
Oh dear. I really, really hope that that is just fighters. Because I can kill fighters with these cruisers, so
Ready for orders, sir.
I need their...
The enemy is approaching.
Let's show these
Right, that's
dissidents
fine.
who rules this galaxy.
Yes, I can
Remove their
win this.
influence from the system by destroying all their defenses.
Go.
This is fine, I can win this. Oh, that ability was a sensor ping. Is why these are so good, because you can ping and then you have these cruisers attack an area. Right, so
Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Ready?
orders.
I'm on it.
Copy.
Stay in formation. Ready to commence.
sensor ping,
Your order, sir.
get them to attack
Standing
there,
by.
and the broadside cruisers to attack there.
Cruiser standing by.
Nope,
I've got him.
broadside cruisers.
Cruiser reporting.
Concentrating firepower.
The concentrated firepower just is a large-scale barrage
Course to intercept.
that does a whole lot of damage.
I copy.
Now I'm going to switch targets
Lasers.
to this ship. Ooh. Actually going to get you to target the engines. Come on, fighters, do your job.
Roger that.
I need to circle this ship back.
Awaiting your command. Weapons
You
on.
target fighters. You target fighters.
Moving to that area.
Systems online.
Our engines are destroyed, sir.
When the missiles explode, as you can see, it does severe damage to the enemy fighters.
Reporting.
The torpedo launcher has been destroyed.
Right, so,
Target the engines.
I haven't lost anything yet, but I'm about to lose this ship.
Our launch bay has been disabled. Copy. Enemy forces sighted.
Right. So,
Copy.
I'll still keep the bomber targeting this one.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
Choose your reinforcements.
Roger.
We've obviously lost a broadside cruiser, but I was being swarmed, so that's perfectly acceptable.
Reporting.
Frequency open.
As you can see, these early ships do not have... Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, right, so... Again, target the engines.
Cruiser here.
Target the engines.
Reporting in. Warm up.
You target
Track
that.
that target.
You guys target this ship.
The lasers are our target.
Comlink.
TIE scouts over there. TIE fighters over there.
Reporting.
We've lost the missile launcher.
Yeah, I know.
Awaiting orders.
This is a Rebellion shield boost ability. Unless we deal a lot of damage very quickly, its shields will stay up.
Our torpedo launcher. Yes, sir.
I
Heading
don't
out.
care at this point, I want you to push.
Fall out. Let's move out. They took out our lasers. Your order, sir.
Losing a couple of ships at this point isn't
We're in position.
anything to care about.
Down.
This fleet is too dangerous to be left alive, so
Cruiser standing by.
I'll deal with the station in a minute. Right.
Target sighted.
This, as I say, is a
Fire for
general
maximum
area of
effect.
effect. Considering what they have here, I don't think I did too badly. Oh,
Are victorious.
yeah. That's what happens when you do
Copy.
bombard the area. So, they lost 4 cruisers, 14 X-Wings, 7 Y-Wings. Now, unlike the Empire, the Rebellion actually has to build these. So this will be most of their free units, also most of their free units here, and this station they would have had to build because they just conquered this world. So there is a possibility that they definitely had to build. There's a possibility that this is either all or most of their free units plus built ones. These were free. So, and it's 3 cruisers versus 4 cruisers, so even then, that's a good trade, plus a space station, so you get the idea.
On my way.
Right, now
Let's
I'm going
go.
to fall back, and
Invasion commencing.
again, they've...
Constructing. Constructing. Beginning construction.
Yes, I do realise I've got 34,000 here. I'm waiting for this to finish.
Construction complete.
Actually, now I think of it, what I will do is
Unit in production. Constructing unit.
build some cruisers,
Constructing
Ready
unit.
to serve.
build some maulers.
Construction complete. Constructing unit.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
Constructing unit. Construction
Build some more
complete.
ground units. Yes. So,
Building under construction.
that can now defend itself.
Inputting coordinates.
Construction complete.
Tartan cruiser
Unit
reporting.
in production. Constructing unit.
Right, this is a
Constructing unit.
nifty little
Unit
unit.
in production.
It's essentially a spy. What you can do is you can
Tartan
drop it
cruiser
onto
Construction complete.
Ready to go.
any world you really
Ready
like.
to go.
Ready to serve.
Construction complete.
You have? No, you don't, so I'll build
Vehicle
you a
in
couple as well.
production.
Ready to go.
I don't know why the Empire doesn't have
Tartan cruiser reporting. Ready to
these
go.
cruisers. They're perfect for anti-fighter duty. That's literally the whole reason
Tartan
they...
cruiser reporting.
Tartan cruisers, the whole reason they exist is anti-fighter duty.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
Oh. Oh dear.
Recruiting. Recruiting. Training soldiers.
Oh dear. Oh no. Right, so, that thing about me saying, oh, well, that was probably most of the rebellion's forces, oops. I think I annoyed them. Anyway. This is a level 2 station. The level 1 station is
Reinforcements
this,
en route.
without the extension.
Ready for action.
Upgrade in progress.
This summons
We
these...
will not be threatened by these thugs. See to it that their fleet is destroyed.
I'll put the cruiser
Location
here.
confirmed. Station ready.
These are upgrades, 25% movement bonus to fighters, reduced damage taken to corvettes, which is basically this, and increase
Upgrade
fighter
complete.
damage.
Orbital command available.
Now, as far as I'm
Add your
aware,
command.
it works for both fighters
The
and
enemy has been
bombers.
spotted. Awaiting command.
Yeah, and they're charging right at an anti-fighter unit.
Awaiting your command.
I'm not going to take that bait. I'm pretty sure they will come from here.
Ready. I have the target in
Space station under attack.
Cannons armed.
Yeah, here come the main units.
Receiving message.
I got one. Bomber standing by.
Bombers.
Cruiser here.
Of course, this is an anti-fighter. Ooh,
Frequency open.
I was convinced it would come from here. Go on. No.
Concentrating firepower. Confirmed.
Upgrade complete.
Attacking.
You can heal parts of the station. Obviously, I'm trying to heal the shield generator.
Enemy in range.
Because these units are free, it really does not matter if I lose them. All that matters is that these bombers die.
Primary target
I'm
acquired.
actually going to ignore the cruisers and concentrate on the bombers. Because I can kill the cruisers, I cannot necessarily kill the bombers.
Bomber squadron reporting. Ready for orders.
Send that bomber squadron out immediately to open fire.
Our target fire
As I say,
is the laser cannon.
torpedoes and missiles penetrate shields. So this is fine. Fighters. Again, fighters to attack the bombers, bombers to attack the cruisers.
Station ready. Orbital command available.
Reinforcements en route.
Here we go. Perfect timing. I actually could have done you with a couple of seconds earlier.
Enemies in range. Forward. Full speed.
Come on. As you can see, you can repair, but it saps your money.
Moving. Right away. Moving out.
Also, it is an old game, so
Landing on target.
the pathing isn't exactly great. Sometimes ships and units will path in a really weird way. So, for instance, I wanted that just to reverse. Instead, it came over here. It would have gone all the way around to get to there.
Copy. Initiating attack. Move to attack.
And again, the loss of this cruiser is irrelevant. All that matters is that it kills as many fighters as possible.
I copy. Open fire!
Ready to receive orders.
Yes, Commander. Advancing on target.
Comlink.
The loss of bombers, again, these are all units automatically produced by the station. As long as the station has its hangar bay, you will continue to receive reinforcements.
Heading out.
TIE fighters come back,
All fighters attack.
bombers can keep on bombing,
Form up.
target their engines,
Primary engines.
target their engines.
Receiving message.
If
Eyes reporting.
the enemy withdraws,
Yes, Commander.
any ship that doesn't have its engine will automatically be lost. So if you can kill their engines, in the event that they retreat, they'll lose these ships.
Awaiting orders. Target the laser.
Orders, sir.
And they've brought in more reinforcements again. That still has its engine.
Target the engine.
Now that I've weathered the main assault and I've got a handle on the situation,
Ready for action.
we can do a bit better.
Awaiting
Nope,
command.
over there.
Attack that target! Ball out. Attacking target!
I copy.
Again, they lost another cruiser, which is excellent.
Targeting primary engine.
Things do not always go this well, that's for certain.
Reporting. Target the engine. Station
Especially given that I've just got a level 2 space station. There are 5 levels of station.
ready. Yes, sir.
I'm 2 out of 5.
Targeting primary engines.
Falling out of formation.
Again, I've lost the cruiser. Doesn't really matter.
Yes, Commander.
I just want to concentrate on dealing damage to these.
Laser makes are the primary target.
Orbital command available.
Now that most of their fighters are destroyed,
Setting.
they're sending in the cruisers.
Draw their fire. At your command. The lasers are our target. Attack
Ready. Target
Which
the
is fine by me.
lasers.
Any ship that, if they win this battle, any ship that, let's say this only had 1 hard point left,
Bomber
they would,
standing by.
that will be healed to 100%. So any damage that you do in battle
Are the primary
is
target.
not permanent.
Let's move out.
If you don't kill it in battle, or if they don't lose it when they retreat, it's irrelevant.
Bomber squadron reporting. Ready for orders. Target the lasers. Those laser bases are the primary
Target confirmed.
target.
Destroying lasers.
Right, so again, they've brought in even more cruisers. And more cruisers. Now this could start to become a problem.
Direct fire on the engine.
Bombers at the ready.
TIE squadron standing by. Ready for battle.
Decoding transmission.
They're starting to focus their fire a little bit, just make sure everything's repaired.
Command available.
Yeah, now that they're focusing fire, you can see I'm losing shields.
Ready to receive orders.
So this is the time where I need to actually
Target the
Receiving
lasers.
message.
concentrate my fire.
Frequency open.
Comlink active.
this is where concentrating my fire is going to come in.
Roger that. Firing on their lasers. Decoding transmitter.
Once you start to lose your shields, then you start to have serious problems. So, and again, look at how quickly my shields are depleting. So finally starting to concentrate the fire.
Those laser bangs are our primary target.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
So
Form up. Let's go.
yeah, and look how quickly that power point is losing health. I cannot keep up with my healing. Can't keep up with the amount of damage I'm taking. So I'm going to lose my shield generator fairly quickly.
Awaiting orders.
I've got a station ready.
And that'll be destroyed. Once the shield generator's gone, you can consider this battle pretty much
Awaiting
a
orders.
defeat.
Target confirmed. Destroying.
Target the laser.
Orbital command available.
Hangar will be next, and again, I really can't afford to lose a hangar.
I copy. Attack.
So it'll be a defeat, but it'll be a costly one.
Ready for action.
Awaiting orders.
Enemies in range.
Target those laser bangs.
To think just a few moments ago I was talking about, oh well, when they retreat.
Reporting.
Yeah, no.
Attacking
Orbital command.
Copy.
When they eventually get around to focusing fire,
I copy. Those laser bangs are the primary target.
Receiving message. Ready go.
although,
Copy. Directing all fire on the engines.
although, yeah, this is why you need money, because I think you had 30,000 to begin with. Yeah, I don't have 30,000 anymore.
Ready for action. I copy. Station ready. Our target priority is the laser cannons. The lasers are our target. Reporting. Firing on the lasers. Orbital command available.
Okay, the station's
Our
targeted to
target
turbo
priority is the laser
lasers.
cannons.
There are different types of cannons. There's a small cannon that doesn't show up as a hard point, which is used for anti-fighter. There are turbo lasers, which are extremely damaging, and then there are laser cannons, which are good against fighters. Ooh,
Yes, sir.
they are retreating. Come on, engines. I said engines to begin with, so get on with it. Thank you. Retreat aborted because this can't retreat. This means this is likely everything that they have left.
Yes, sir. Targeting the laser system.
And none of these will show up as losses because they were spawned in by
Ready.
the station.
Keep going.
Reporting.
So, oh yes, and those torpedoes didn't hit because
Yes, sir.
they're out of range. They've got a limited range. If you can get out of that range, they will stop existing. And victory. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Calm down. I didn't think I was going to win that. I mean, 12 cruisers. If this had been on hard, they would have focused me down immediately and I wouldn't have stood a chance. But, well,
Tartan cruiser reporting.
and I still can't upgrade my station, so...
Construction complete.
I think that is,
Tartan cruiser reporting.
ooh.
Tech upgrade.
I'd love to say lesson learned, but it's...
Tartan cruiser
that is going to
reporting.
happen again.
Reporting.
It's inevitable.
Ready to go.
Ready to begin construction.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
Right, put those down there. Where is
Ready
Court
to
Drive
go.
Yards?
Vehicle in production.
Ready to go.
These guys need
Location
reinforcements.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
And these need reinforcements.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
Oops.
Scout trooper reporting. Cruiser online.
So, I'm still going to continue my original plan.
Complete.
and attack Camino and then go on to Mon
Tartan
Calamari.
cruiser reporting.
The...
Ready to go.
Reporting.
Oh, that was
Ready to
my
go.
scout. Right. The main reason for me doing this is because
Ready to go. Tartan cruiser reporting. Ready
Well,
to go.
the Rebellion uses a lot of fighters and a lot of infantry. Reduce... here we go. The Clodium VATs. Price of infantry companies
Tartan
produce a
cruiser
Camino
reporting.
reduced to 1 credit.
Reporting.
Takes 15% longer. So, I don't understand why they always seem to build heavy vehicle factories and things here. But still, it means that the units on the
Tartan cruiser
ground
reporting. Ready
aren't
to go.
Reporting.
they're so cheap.
Ready to
It's
go.
not even funny how cheap they are.
Enlisting.
Right, I'm going to swap these around.
Ready
I'm
to
going
go.
to bring in more
Ready to
ground
go.
forces. So that Felucia was being attacked, obviously, but
Training troops. Enlisting.
I'll just put some standard ground units on there. And I'll keep those there. Fondor is a capital ship producing world like Kuat,
Reporting.
so it's worth protecting. Absolutely worth
Ready to
protecting.
go.
Now,
Ready to go.
Ready to serve.
these are significantly more powerful than my
Ready
stormtroopers
to go.
and can deal quite significant
Ready to go.
damage under the right
there.
circumstances. So, let's launch the
Advancing.
assault.
Tactical battle imminent.
Actually, I will be right back. Apologies for that. I was being called. Ooh, my neck. Ooh, my neck. Ow. That's better. Right. So, for the Empire. Now, I can't remember
No problem.
Camino's...
Let's show these dissidents who rules this galaxy. Remove their influence from the system by destroying all their defenses.
Moving to position.
Nope,
As you
that's
wish.
not what I want you to do.
Right away. I'm on the way.
Sometimes,
I'll
if
be
you
right
look in
there.
these
I'm on it.
nebulas, there'll be unique... Oops.
Choose your reinforcements.
Flank speed.
Heavy cruiser,
We'll be
light
there soon.
cruiser, light
Moving out.
cruiser. Yes, these are Mark 1 Imperial.
Coming about. Advantage. Confirmed. confirmed.
Drop the fleet. These are anti-fighter ships,
Sultan cruiser reporting.
which, as you can imagine, are great for killing fighters. These ships,
Batteries online.
are very good for.
Locked on target. Going there now.
Sure, there was something in this
Moving
nebula.
out. Moving.
One of these nebulas, anyway.
Confirmed. In progress.
They destroyed our ion cannon.
Up to me.
Fall back. So destroying your ion cannons, that means I'm not paying attention now. Fall back.
Ready, sir. Roger that.
Right, I'll pull you guys forward. I would much rather lose.
Engine system is down.
Ooh,
Flight speed.
can't build these at the moment, so
Coming about.
since the engines are down anyway,
At maximum firepower. Hold on. Our launch bay has been destroyed. Attack.
that was mismanagement entirely on my part.
My scopes are jammed.
At your command. Launching attack. Awaiting orders. Fire.
Right. Now that's dealt with, let's attack this ship to try and save my cruiser. I shouldn't have let it get into that state.
Getting patient.
It was entirely my fault.
What do you need?
Reporting. Fire at will. Reporting in. Destination confirmed.
And because they have no launch bay,
Are you going to keep wasting time?
Ready for duty.
keep going that back, because I've got no launch bay, essentially,
Roger that. Copy.
this now means they are free to be destroyed. Ooh, never mind.
Attacking target.
Hi fighters,
Ready.
hi fighters, please. Please intercept.
Awaiting command. Coming around. This way.
No!
Awaiting orders.
Quick,
Awaiting your command.
quick, quick, quick. Over there.
Over there.
Full powered weapons. Kill them. Ooh.
Copy.
Tires reporting in.
I'll set the TIE fighters to hunt down any enemies. Ooh. These are TIE interceptor squadrons. They come from cruisers and above. Well, they come from these cruisers.
Victorious.
The Mark 1 Victory class Star Destroyer and above. TIE fighters just come from these and the station. So,
Scout trooper reporting.
just wait for these guys to come here and go.
It will be done.
You know, will be mine. And I'll also show you something interesting.
Invasion commencing.
There are elite units such as, well, minor heroes that give you benefit to orbital combat and benefit to ground combat. They can be produced on this planet. The ones for ground combat normally cost 1,000 credits, but it's an infantry unit, so it is 1 credit. You are saving yourself almost 1,000 credits.
Where's the job?
Right, so the first thing I'm going to do
Reinforcements.
On my way.
Unit capacity.
is the same thing that they always do on this
Rebels are
world.
blatantly making their presence known in the streets. Deploying some troops on the surface should remove any traitorous thoughts from their heads.
Deploy some TIE scouts here. These will attack anything that's over there. Now these build powers, I haven't mentioned this before.
Construction complete.
You have anti-vehicle turrets, anti-troop turrets, anti-aircraft, battle tanks which heal infantry, repair facilities which repair vehicles, and then a sensor node. Unless you've modded your game, I normally don't bother at all with sensor nodes. Unless there is artillery in play. If you come here, you notice I can't drop on this location, but I can drop right here.
Consider it done.
With his jetpack, and he can fly over this water. Units that can fly can pass over this water. Anything else can't, because
Construction complete.
there's a drop there, and there's no way to actually get there. So, again, another abandoned sensor array.
We've
sir. It's them.
Now, what I will do is I will...
On the lookout.
Ooh, tanks are coming. Right, these are infantry bunkers which will be full of rocket-wielding infantry. Yeah, so I'm not going to touch them.
Paid. I'm going.
Which is the long and short of that. I'm not touching them. You, I'm going to send you back over here. The infantry units and the other ground units, tanks, are basically scrolling backwards and forwards through here. So if I build a couple of turrets here, that will normally catch infantry. Oh, look who showed up.
Construction complete.
And look at how much damage that anti-infantry turret is doing to that tank. Now, if I give it a minute,
It'll cost you. I'll get there. I enjoy the hunt.
I'm going to capture this facility here. I am also going to send a bombing run to...
We've secured a landing zone.
Yep.
Commencing bombing run.
Tanks are coming from here. Yeah, anti-vehicle turret. What I'm going to do is I'll sell the infantry turret and then immediately rebuy it. That will restore it to 100% health. Ooh. Oh, okay. They must have received missile interception from there.
Construction complete. Choose your reinforcements.
Right, so
Inputting coordinates.
more units,
On my way.
Where's the bounty?
more ties.
Going
Now,
out.
there is, I find, a high chance that the rebellion actually attacks this world in order to get the facilities back. So it's always worth
Turret constructing.
putting the turrets here, here, at a minimum, because it gives you... These turrets will do some damage and they will also give you sight of the landing pad.
Complete.
It's the same for the other turrets, they will give you line of sight to the enemy.
Turret constructing.
Something. On the move.
I normally do an anti-infantry turret there, but I've done an anti-vehicle turret as well. I'll do an anti-infantry turret here.
Turret
We're on the
constructing.
credits.
As I say, it's not guaranteed that they will take it,
Bombardment available.
but they usually do. Now, bombardment. I will bombard this because they're there.
Bombardment incoming.
No, they... They moved! You can have a base shield, which is exactly as you would imagine it. A giant bubble in space. That in space?
Payment.
A giant bubble here that will cover anything in this area, and this prevents bombing runs, and it also prevents orbital bombardment. However,
Bombing run available.
just like in the film,
Turret constructing.
the shield generator will be over here, not protected.
Need someone taken out.
Because of course it will be.
Construction complete.
Right. Now,
Construction
On
complete.
my way.
I'll claim this landing bay.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'll drop some more TIE scouts down here, and then we'll push forwards. I'll claim this, and then I'll claim that. Drop all my forces here and do a charge against these guys. But since I have the bombing
We
run,
secured a landing zone.
yeah. Bombing run was intercepted by these. I should have seen that coming.
Where's the job?
Truth, I probably did in the back of my mind, but you know, I didn't take any action on it, so that's my fault. Just wait for his jetpack to regenerate. You know what?
Affirmative.
No. We're the Empire.
Scouting
Let's
area.
charge.
I always get my bounty. Always a pleasure.
Imperial walkers
Reporting in.
have entered the base.
Let's go.
Target acquired.
Concentrate your fire on a couple of them.
Right away.
Right. Do this, it allows you to concentrate your fire, like that.
We secured a landing zone.
Moving out.
If for some reason
Fire for
they
maximum
decided not to do it, there we go, that's better.
Roger that.
Look how quickly that is being destroyed. Come on,
Concentrating firepower.
I don't know what's going on with them. Oh, and the infantry that were in there trying to escape, yeah, that's not happening.
Where am I
Ooh,
needed?
Boba Fett.
As you wish.
Ooh, Mr. Fett, you're gonna have to run.
Looks like they know I'm here.
Yeah, it does look like they know you're there.
Choose your reinforcements.
Emperor!
Very well. At once.
Infantry,
Input in coordinates.
scout troopers,
Unit capacity. I'm on it.
bring them back here so that the Emperor can take control over them. Come on, select the Emperor.
I am in command.
Mind control.
Not my kind of mission.
I go.
And I just
Armor
lost.
Bombing run
Damn.
available. Turret constructing.
Ready to roll.
All these back.
Navigator.
I fear no one.
Construction complete.
That was a damn shame.
Awaiting orders.
These guys are potentially going to push here,
Has come.
trying to attract their attention.
When I am ready, I
you go.
bring darkness.
Copy. Heading out. Enemy sighted.
Dark side is strong.
I copy.
The Emperor
I
can
am ready.
use when the Emperor decides to actually get a move on. Right,
Bomber squadron reporting.
Bombardment available.
I'm going
Commencing
Bombardment
bombing run.
incoming.
to...
Unit destroyed.
By my order, you dare approach me?
And that normally causes them to heal, but that hasn't
No
on this
one
occasion.
commands
Reporting.
me.
There might be something
Enemy
a little...
spotted.
What?
It could be an issue with the mod.
It will be done.
It only normally disables one thing, but occasionally
Yes, sir.
mods are funny things, so...
Fire for maximum effect.
Mods are funny things, they do funny things.
Turret constructing.
Shall crush the
Did you
rebellion.
do anti-infantry? I did anti-vehicle, I'm not fussed.
Yes, Commander.
Right, so let's take these guys and march them to
Hostiles.
there. And
Choose your
drop
reinforcements.
further
Maximum unit capacity. Construction complete.
strong against essentially any infantry and weak against anything that kills infantry. They're assassins for a reason.
Ready to serve.
Oh, and these, now that I've just been reminded of it, because I looked at my face,
At once.
these are bonuses. Like this one affects rain, reduced accuracy, all infantry units to secure capture points quicker, all ATATs 25% more power, of course we don't have any, and we are immune to weather effects. Now,
Give the order.
I cannot remember.
Absolutely. Concealing identity.
Yeah, that's a stealth field, by the way.
Reveal ourselves.
Bombing run available.
Here we go.
Ready.
Construction complete.
Fall out.
Get these a bit closer.
Attack.
Yeah, it's just standard infantry with this.
Unit
Your
destroyed.
command.
Anyway,
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Fire.
That is a great
At your call.
disturbance.
I'll have the
in
Navy
target
assassins
established.
attack this
Ready for
facility.
orders.
And I'll drop bombers on them again. Bombers and orbital strikes are
Initiate
unlimited as far as I'm
bombing run.
aware.
We've sighted them.
Now again, they seem to be doing reduced damage. I'm not sure whether it's the mod or whether it's just my memory.
Ready to go.
Right, I'm not going to destroy this mining facility just yet.
Open fire!
I can't believe it lost Boba Fett. That was stupid.
Just give the command.
Yeah, the range on this, they can shoot. They can shoot people in there, and they can't shoot back. And look at how quickly they're being decimated.
Anything you ask. Affirmative.
That is a strategic defeat.
Here, sir.
Unfortunately,
There will
these guys
be
are
no
rocket
more.
troops. I'm going to try with an orbital bombardment, but these might actually get into range before the orbital
It will be
bombardment.
done. I'll see them
Construction
removed.
complete.
We have
Come on, withdraw,
Let's move out.
withdraw.
always ready. Transmission confirmed.
Unit destroyed.
Oops,
Always ready, sir. Whatever you wish.
come on, it's fine.
Executing order.
Affirmative.
Yes.
And in true Imperial
Bombardment
fashion,
incoming.
orbital bombardment. Because the Empire seems to like shooting green lasers at planets. That was unacceptable.
System control achieved.
Right,
Building under construction.
oops.
Building cancelled.
I'll do 4 of these,
Ready to serve.
and then once these are complete, once the first one's completed, it will give me the option to create an officer academy. At which point I will then create an officer academy. I will put a top patrol cruiser in there.
Scout trooper reporting.
Just leave
Construction
it long enough
complete.
to.
Enlisting soldiers.
Build
Constructing.
one of those. Build one of
Building
those.
under
and
construction.
form
My
it.
way.
Tech upgrade complete.
Excellent. Now, this guy, Maximilian Veers. He is truly
Ready to
excellent.
serve.
I am on
He
route.
is your
Construction
first
complete.
8080. Your first all-terrain armored transport. Now, if we go somewhere like what? Have a
Construction
look.
complete.
We haven't got any new units available. What this tech does for land, it allows heavy factories, turbo lasers, and for space, we can finally produce a TIE Scouts and a sensor array. So all in all, an awful lot.
Building under construction.
Now I'm only going to
Construction
produce
complete.
one of these. Why do we have that there? I'm only going to produce one of these for the main reason I want this world to be my
Ready
8080
to serve.
production facility. I will produce
Beginning
those in there.
construction.
I'll take somewhere like Nalhut. Ooh.
Construction complete.
Oh, okay then. Oh, if you can see these are Mon Calamari homes. Of course, the Mon Calamari is
Construction complete.
very much in the hands of the rebellion. So if you take this world and the rebellion strike
Training
you,
troops.
yeah, I expect to be
Construction
assaulted
complete.
repeatedly,
Training troops.
constantly. A very
Ready
angry
to
locals.
serve.
Ooh.
Construction complete. Tactical battle
Ooh.
imminent.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. A lot of bombers again. These, I fear the Y-wings more than I fear the cruisers. Yes, once my shields are down, the cruisers are a real threat, but these can tear you apart. And it also depends on what the orientation of your station is. Because if the first thing they see is your shield generator, then, or the first thing they see, fortunately, the first thing they will see is going to be this laser
At your
battery.
command.
You've let unidentified ships slip through our perimeter. Send a fleet to investigate.
If memory serves, there are
Asteroids ahead. Evasive maneuvers. Asteroids ahead. Evasive.
Yeah.
Reinforcements en route.
Cannons armed.
Upgrade
So-
complete.
I'm going to pull these.
Location
I'm
confirmed.
actually going to send
Advancing.
this
Carrier
cruiser forward.
squadron standing by. Instructions received.
Yeah.
Engines activated.
Some of these have sensor arrays.
Location plotted.
Upgrade complete.
Cruiser here. Confirmed. Forward.
Oh,
Full
there we
speed.
go. Reverse.
Moving. Receiving message.
Space station. Launching missiles at.
Frequency
Our
open.
space station is under
Yeah,
attack.
first thing they saw is the laser.
Right
heading
away.
around.
Moving out.
Turn around.
Heading out. Fallout. Maximum fire. Let's move out. Let's go.
Look how quickly
Decoding transmission. Roger that.
it's decimating these guys.
Keep going.
Take down the shields and then they take down their
Bombers at the ready.
everything.
Form up.
Pull them back.
Ready for action.
Repair.
Station ready. Awaiting orders.
Oh dear.
Eliminating target.
Orbital command available.
As I say, I'm not afraid of the
Ready to
cruisers,
receive
but I am
orders.
afraid of
Receiving message. Copy.
the
This
everything
way.
else.
Engaging.
Repairing. Repairing.
Decoding transmission. Ready for action. Station ready. I copy.
Ready for battle.
No,
Heading for attack position.
no, don't do
Space
that.
station is under attack.
Comlink active.
Bombers. If I even have any, yes I do.
I've got him.
I've got their engines.
Taking fire.
Yes, sir. Over there. Targeting. Concentrating firepower. Firing. Location confirmed. Advancing.
No, what are you doing?
Orbital command available.
You bloody idiot.
Awaiting orders.
At your command.
What the hell are you
Receiving
playing
message.
at?
Copy.
Getting a lock.
It's an old game and sometimes
Ready for action. Station ready.
even when it was new, the pathing was always a problem. And my shields are down. Fantastic.
Orbital command available.
Pathing was a problem.
Ready.
Space station
Attacking.
damaged.
Enemies in range.
Form up.
Repairing.
At your command.
Repairing.
Receiving message.
Repairing.
Reporting. Targeting.
Tartan cruiser reporting. Decoding transmission.
If I
Ready
can
for
get
action.
a bit of a
Intercept.
reprieve,
Awaiting command.
I might be able to get the shield generators back
Awaiting
on.
orders. Target the
Station ready.
lasers.
The laser on our target.
Is activated. I copy.
If I can get a bit of a reprieve, the shields might come back.
Orbital command available. At your command. Receiving
Yes,
message.
shields are being restored.
Awaiting your command.
But we lost a hard point and we took heavy damage before I started to repair, so
Firing.
Reporting. Sir,
I'm sure it's become immediately apparent just how
I target
dangerous these
the
can be.
engines. I've got it. Commander, they're hitting us.
I'm only out of two.
Where'd he go?
Decoding transmission. Locked on.
Yes, Commander.
Nowhere to run.
Ready.
Falling out of formation.
you should be shooting your missiles at this. Yes, you are. Missiles, as I say, don't do a lot of damage, but they do penetrate shields.
Cannons armed. Enemies in
Hello.
range.
Come on.
Confirmed. Closing on
No.
target.
Over there.
Station ready. Cruiser here. Maximum fire.
Maximum fire. Come on.
Initiating attack. Orbital command available. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Space station under attack.
Those lasers will
Empire. TIEs reporting in.
At your command.
yes, command. Locking on.
Yeah, so it's blue bolts of ion cannons. They affect
Repairing.
everything
Orders.
revolving around these ships.
Ready.
Your rate of fire goes down,
Lasers.
and your shields are heavily damaged.
Receiving message. The lasers are our target.
Reinforcements en route.
Bomber standing by. Those laser
Decoding
banks are the
transmission.
primary target.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
There we go.
Ready for action. Frequency open.
That's
Move
attack.
to attack. Station ready. Open fire. Roger that. Target confirmed. Destroying lasers. Orbital command available. Locking on target.
Ready for command, sir.
This button just sets them to
TIEs
hunt down enemy units.
Form up.
Ooh, don't like
Forward.
look of whatever that is. Right,
Awaiting orders.
bombers.
At your command. Receiving message.
Bomber squadron reporting.
ready for battle.
Come on, let's get those top. Right, that should be a kill. Come on, thank you. That was a kill. That's sad.
Ready for orders.
As long as it died, that's
Bombers
fine.
at the ready.
Now
Receiving
we'll actually send
orders.
these out to hunt.
Form up. Commencing attack run.
And I'm sending
Copy.
fighters to fight an
Full speed.
anti-fighter cruiser.
Attack!
Ready to receive orders.
Right, so-
Targeting primary engine.
Primary engines first. Engines disabled.
Active. Bomber active.
Target laser cannons. New target.
Target the lasers.
Turbo lasers.
Awaiting
Fighters to target that.
I copy. Fire! Moving. Right away. Moving out. Heading out.
Well, some are going to get
Fall
away.
out. Open fire!
Yeah. Unfortunate, but it happens. Yeah. That was good.
Construction complete.
Right, but that has...
Beginning construction.
I have the money.
Building started.
I'm going to
Building started. Reporting.
actually upgrade any facility that is close
Reporting.
to
Constructing.
Rebellion. This has...
Constructing. Reporting.
Oh yeah, this can also produce things like Star Destroyers. Since I have the cash... Chic. Right,
ready to serve.
I will upgrade to
Constructing.
Chic.
Building
Anything on
under
the outer
construction.
rim, well, not the actual outer rim, but
Beginning
anything on the
construction.
edge of the Empire
Constructing. Constructing.
is going to get a new facility. I should say
Building
everything in
started.
range of being attacked
Beginning
is going to get a new
construction.
facility.
Building under
Here
construction.
is the fleet commander. Yes, I'm pretending that I don't see this. And here is the ground commander, 25 bonus, % bonus to health.
Training.
All
Training.
units while that guy is in.
Training troops.
Right, Koralag. Sheikah's got a new station. Aurelia is getting a new station. I'll also get a new station. I will
Building started.
just
Building
one of
started.
those. Paralag.
Building cancelled.
He's a enemy hero. If you've watched the prequels, this is the guy that helped, basically helped Yoda and Obi-Wan escape. He's the guy that sheltered them, got them away. And he's in a heavily upgraded and heavily modified Corellian Corvette. Now, I know I shouldn't really be doing stuff
Constructing
while
unit.
that is
Unit
ongoing,
in
but
production.
as I say, the AI does it, so I'm going to do it. I do have some forces here, so I might do an immediate counterattack. But again, I don't know. I don't know. It really does depend on how this goes. I'm going to lose the fight.
Enlisting troops. Unit in production.
I'm certainly going to lose the fight, but how badly? If we can... It's mainly only 2 Y-Wing squadrons, so if we can kill those 2 Y-Wing squadrons, I might actually be okay. I'm not going to win, that's for certain. I know I said that the last couple of times, but I'm really not going to win this time.
Decoding transmission.
The
In
odds
progress.
are too stacked against me.
We will not
Especially
be
with that-
threatened by these thugs. See to it that their fleet is destroyed.
Oh no, we're not being threatened by them, we're about to be murdered by them.
Station ready.
Copy. Asteroids
I'm going
ahead.
to send it into these
Evasive
asteroids. I
maneuvers.
genuinely cannot remember
Reinforcements en route.
if there is a
Roger that. Attack.
sensor array.
Copy.
I really want there to be a sensor array so I can see.
Asteroids ahead.
Doesn't look like there is,
complete.
so
Our enemy craft.
Orbital command.
I'm just going to leave that there.
Upgrade complete.
Enemies in range. Taking
Yes, sir.
Commander, they're hitting us.
At your
Come on.
command. Target locked.
Hit this guy with everything you've
Receiving
got.
message.
Where'd he go?
Yeah. Right, here's the
Yes, Commander.
hit.
Attack decoding transmission.
Everybody attacking.
Space station.
That effect essentially is a debuff. This is quite a significant debuff actually.
Attacking target. Ready for action.
I think it affects health and accuracy, and enemies do bonus damage against you.
Station ready.
Ooh,
Cruiser reporting.
I won't say no to the E2. Come on.
Fire at will.
Right, so that is the
Orbital command
two
available.
uh,
Awaiting command.
2 bomber squadrons that were there. See, we've hit him multiple times and barely scratched him.
At your command. Primary target acquired.
All missiles incoming. See, barely anything. Barely anything of anything.
Fire.
No, you guys come back here.
Copy. Open.
Torpedoes on the way. Yeah, even torpedoes. It's got damage reduction to pretty much everything.
Receiving message.
Space station damage.
Awaiting your command.
Get back here. I'll be giving you your orders.
Locked on.
Ooh, actually, I will target your engines. He's not going to die anytime soon, so I'll target their engines. Oops. Hello, back. Scary, scary stuff. Yes.
Ready. Open fire.
Yes, sir. Attack that
Cannons
target.
armed. Let's move out. Orbital command available.
Now, of course, once I keep killing their
Attacking
Once they keep
target.
killing their fighters, eventually they're going to start dropping more
At
cruisers.
your command. Locking on target. Receiving
And
message.
when they start dropping more cruisers, that's when the real problem begins. If they would focus fire, which they do on occasion,
Space station under attack.
Ready. Changing course to
Decoding transmission.
Ready.
Ready for action. Target locked. Get station ready.
Bomber standing by.
This is basically being taken out as a threat, so I'm not really interested in what's happening to that cruiser. I do want to kill him, but again,
Bomber squadron reporting. Ready for orders.
again, I'm just losing so many. Seriously, because they've got so much anti-fighter capability, I'm just losing fighters as soon as they get produced. I mean, look, lost the yeah, one torpedo off,
Receiving message.
and as you can see, the damage is starting to tick up because now they're starting to actually concentrate.
Decoding transmission. Primary target acquired.
Eyes reporting.
Ready for action.
Now they're starting to come together and actually assault the base.
Station ready.
And try and fire in there. Yeah, look, the shields are starting to give way.
At your command. I've got him. Receiving message.
Shields are 50% and dropping rapidly.
Decoding transmission. Open fire.
Ready for the sea orders.
Yes, thank you.
Frequency open.
Saved. And look at how quickly shattered their fighter formation.
Roger that.
Space station
Ready for action.
Yeah, shields are regenerating.
Station ready.
And that is why you have Tartan patrol cruisers. Because they save your bacon when you really need it.
Draw their fire.
They really can save your bacon.
At your
Right.
command. Formation.
I've got him. Bombers.
Awaiting orders. Receiving message.
Oh,
Locking on
incoming
target.
cruiser.
Copy.
No, no. Yeah.
Decoding transmission.
Tartan patrol cruisers are quite excellent. It's just a case of
Target the engine.
Ready for action.
they can't survive against actual cruisers. The Rebellion shields
Link active.
are always quite significant. Same for the capital ships. Some of their capital ships cannot be
Ready. Target locked.
Ready for battle.
some of the capital ships can't lose their shields.
Where'd he go?
Nowhere to
Which, as you can imagine, is quite a pain.
Falling out of formation.
Orbital command
Again,
available.
now that the cruiser's gone,
Roger that.
the
At your command.
concentrated fire is back. These will all start to strike me again. And they... Ooh, yes,
Receiving
please.
message. I
Come
copy.
on.
Targeting. Maximum fire. Decoding transmission. The lasers are our target.
Eliminating
Reporting. Firing. Attacking. Keep going.
Roger that.
Formation.
Those laser banks
Ready
are
for
the
action.
primary target. Attacking. Door bomb. Targeting.
Station ready.
See,
Awaiting orders.
the ships are quite vulnerable
Command available.
to anything that penetrates shields. Anything that doesn't penetrate shields, they
Copy.
don't really care.
Command.
That's one cruiser gone. Stop!
Yes, Commander.
Come on,
Ready.
go
This
back.
way.
I want to keep you alive a little bit
Target cruiser
longer.
reporting.
Or try to.
Over there. Location confirmed.
Yeah, let's send you into that melee.
Awaiting command.
I copy. Command received.
Receiving message.
And again, they've got even more. I think they had 11 of these. I'm not sure how many have destroyed. Not quite sure why, but I had a bit of a flickering on my screen there.
Sir,
The recording is still recording, so...
Warm up.
Awaiting your command.
Come on,
Advancing.
reporting.
get in that
Setting
melee.
up my round.
Everybody.
Armed.
Awaiting orders.
Cruiser here. Concentrating firepower. Closing on target. Initiating attack.
Yes, individual fighters. If individual fighters get away, that means the whole unit gets away. It's the same as if a ship loses a
Roger
subsystem.
that.
It's
Confirmed.
classed as just healing.
Attack!
Intercepting.
Yes,
Commander, they're getting us.
Ready for action.
Right, well,
ready.
they're killing my bombers almost as soon as they're leaving the hangar bay.
Orbital command available. At your command. Locked on.
And even the space station's turbo lasers aren't really doing much of anything.
Copy.
Locking on.
But attacking individual ships like that is absolutely what I want to do,
Fire! Open
because it
fire!
means that whole unit is now dead.
Awaiting orders. Receiving message. Decoding transmission. Ready for action. Copy. Forward. Attack that target! Full speed. I'm on. Attacking target! Maximum fire!
Bomber standing by. Station damaged.
Station ready. Open fire!
Attack formation.
I think I just lost my patrol cruiser. I did.
Available.
That's fine. Here's a new one.
I copy.
I've got it.
Fire at will! Moving. Concentrating firepower. Right away. Engaging. At your command. Locking on target. Target locked.
Target that one.
Reporting. Moving out.
Any unit that seems low, attack it, or
Receiving message.
if it gets away, it'll be healed up to 100%.
Yes, Commander.
So attack these.
Attack.
Ready for action.
If it gets away, any damage you've done is meaningless.
Taking fire.
Station ready.
Yep. There you are attacking that, you're not doing a very good job of it.
Ready for
Come on, torpedoes.
Orbital command available.
Oh, we may as well attack that.
Reinforcements en route.
There we go.
At your command. Primary target acquired. Locked on. Open fire. Yes, command. Receiving message. Target the engines.
There's not too much I can do at the moment. Oop.
Is under attack.
Let's fast forward slightly, keep an eye on the space station health.
Reinforcements en route.
Ready. Decoding transmission.
Space station.
I think now that there are not as many fighters and now it's down to ships, I think we can
Reinforcements en route.
do a bit of concentrated fire.
bombs deployed.
Ready for action. Locking on target.
Ready to receive orders.
Come on, engines.
Targeting primary engines.
Ready.
Any fighters?
Tarleton cruiser
Fighters.
reporting. Station ready. Command.
Space station
All
is
out.
under attack.
Orbital
Kill its
command
engines.
available.
Engines.
Comlink active.
Engines, thank you. The hero will get away. But that cruiser won't. Whoa. Oh.
Beginning
Oh,
construction.
he's so great. Right, I was going to attack Camino, wasn't I?
Building under
Upgrade,
construction.
upgrade. All of the things.
Reporting.
No, I just took Camino. What am I talking about? Wrong
Construction
calamari I was looking
complete.
at.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction
reporting.
complete.
Ready to
Construction
serve.
complete.
Actually, I'm going to take a look at Taris. Take a look at Taris and
Ready to go.
Taurus. Okay, I could take this, and I do know this. The ground troops are under Imperial control.
Construction complete. Construction
This is also
complete.
a high production rate for
Construction
reporting.
complete. Constructing. Unit in
the credits.
production.
Sorry, I did stop talking just randomly there. Yes, I do. I'm aware.
Ready to go.
Construction
Ready to
complete.
serve.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I've been recording for almost, well, over an hour and a half now. So
Ready to
what I
go.
will do is I will save this here. So this is going to be the Empire Let's Play. Okay, so when it eventually saves, so this is, yeah, I'm going to call it a part here because I've spent almost 2 hours on this. It will take me some time to upload it. But yes, we will see. Feel free to give me a like or a comment if you want to see more of this. I probably will do more of this, just to break up the content from World of Warships just a little bit. Again, I mean, I was planning on doing Half-Life, but it just doesn't seem to want to cooperate. So if you can get Half-Life to cooperate, then I'll do Half-Life. If not, then not. Either way, I think I'll do more of this anyway, unless people suddenly, there's a whole wave of people suddenly come in and say, no, don't do that. Taking a while to save. I know it normally takes a little bit to save, but I mean, come on. But yeah, I have all the way back from 2014 some of these saves, so as I say, I'll leave the recording there. So thank you for watching, everyone, and enjoy.